What's going on, everybody? My name's Tyler. This is Sean. We are Rendered Reality. Thanks for joining us again on Coffee and VR, coming at you after this.
We put on a show everywhere we go. We live our lives hooked up to the show. It's virtual reality, lost in space. Flawed personality with a smiling face. Be who you wanna be. Make up the memory. It's virtual reality.
What is going on? We are super excited for this morning, Coffee and VR Live. We have two members from the BigBox team. Obviously, BigBox is who developed Population 1, which I know we have a lot of Population 1 fans. I know a lot of people in our Discord community and stuff talks about it all the time. So we're going to get into some really exciting BigBox Population 1 news, talk about some team deathmatch, have the team answer some questions, and then later in the show, we're going to get into a couple other things that happened this week as far as VR news and what we've been playing. But if you guys would like to go ahead and introduce yourselves and let us know what you do as part of the BigBox team.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, John. I'm Caden. I'm lead developer and designer for Population 1. I do a little bit of everything, but I especially make sure that the bananas peel just right.
Very important. Very
And they taste
important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Sophia. If you've played with some of the playtests or just in general, I'm also known as Kitty Cup. And I do the marketing and community stuff here at BigBox.
Good stuff. I know I've actually seen both of you guys in there, but I me and Tyler often do the play tests and stuff, so we're pretty lucky in that sense. But definitely some big Population 1 players. I know the people in the chat, we've had some questions on our Discord. Feel free to ask some questions as well in the chat. And I can't promise that we're going to get to all the questions, but we will definitely get to as many as we can. And there's definitely some exciting news to talk about as far as Population 1 goes as well. So,
And our own questions, too, because I know that's literally all we play in our free time, probably.
We play a lot of Population 1. We were actually
Right.
playing yesterday.
We do.
And we also played last weekend with some of the people from the Discord, and I had a really good time with that. So thank you for the super chats that are coming in already. Coming in hot from Kid Collector Comics, said
cheers, guys.
Tyler Sean, guest. He said, good morning, y'all. Thank you for that super chat. And Tony Digital with a $25 super chat said, let's get this show started right. So hopefully everybody has. You guys have your coffee? You guys have coffee, right?
I'm already ready to go.
Okay, just making sure. So where do you want to start off, Tyler? What are you thinking?
Man, I mean, I guess, I started to ask some stuff, before we went live, and that's always our problem, is talking about stuff before we're on the air. And, I guess I go back, and I was curious to see how long you guys have been a part of the team. And Caden, you said you go back to the early days of Population 1, right? I mean, from its origin, basically.
Yeah, so after BigBox released Smashbox, they were hiring more people, and I was one of those people selected to join the team. And so it wasn't Population 1 before I joined. But yeah, I helped to form what would become Population 1 today. So when I was there, we decided, the climbing, the flying, all of that stuff from scratch.
Good stuff.
And yeah, in the early days of playtesting, I mean, we were lucky, fortunate enough to be part of the, Sean, like original 100 or something that were in the early days. And to see it grow from that point, right? I mean, it was just one little area with buildings and some trees and grass and fence and everything to where it is now. It's just epically huge. So that's got to be cool on your end, at least see too, and develop for. I mean, it's great. I mean, that's gotta
absolutely.
be fun.
And it's not done, right? I mean, more is coming. Population 1 is a living and breathing thing. Like, we're going to keep adding features and hopefully far into the future.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the great things about Population 1 because especially, when you talk about multiplayer VR games, one of the things you face is player base, because there's been some other games that have come out for VR that are multiplayer only that have not survived being multiplayer only because that player base was just never big enough and it never kept growing. And one of the things that you guys do so well is the constant changing of things. So there's constant new play modes, guns, skins, all kinds of stuff that change, new areas to the map, unlocking, opening up the tower tower, like so many things have changed that even for me, like, you know, it makes me want to hop back in because I'm like, oh man, this update just came out. You know, I want to go check out the Western theme stuff, or I want to check out the inside of the tower and see what's going on in there. So I think that is something, especially for VR, that is very important to keep people coming back, because with a multiplayer only game, I mean, technically you guys have, you know, bot battles and stuff like that, but for the most part, it is a multiplayer game. That's why, you know, people come to play it. So I think that is excellent. To hear that there's tons of plans, you know, in the future is definitely a good thing. And you're relatively a little newer to the team, Kitty Cup. Do you want, is that what I should call you, as Kitty Cup?
I don't mind. Both are the same. I mean,
okay.
I've got the cat ears, so maybe that'll just be easier for people to remember. So I don't mind. But yeah, I am relatively new. Like springtime, I was a springtime flower in BigBox, just joining to do all the marketing stuff. If you've noticed, Twitter has been on fire. That is my fault. I will take the blame. You can at me. I'll allow it. But yeah, so it's been super fun, like meeting the team. In a you know, different way, starting during a pandemic, right? So I have met Caden through a camera, but not in person. I've only met 3 people in person so far. So it's been interesting. And of course, learning about how the Population 1 community works, the game itself. Like I am constantly learning every single day. It's I honestly wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, and you guys are all still remote right now too, right? Working remote.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you want to say something, Tyler?
Yeah, I mean, your presence too, Kitty, in game is just amazing. I mean, we do see you all the time in playtest, online, and stuff. So to see that and you being an actual part of the community is awesome and very well appreciated as an actual, you know, gamer, to see you in there, because a lot of times, you know, you just don't get that, you know, hands on. And you guys are always in there, you know, helping people, being super nice to everybody, which can be hard because obviously it can be toxic. You know, every game can be that way, any multiplayer. But it's really cool to see you in there. So we really do appreciate that.
For sure. So how have you guys seen the game grow? I know you can't talk about specific numbers of players and stuff like that, but for me, it seems like playing Population 1 is probably one of the most full lobby. You know, there's a lot of people, it seems to me at least, that are playing Population 1. As far as people that I know, you know, going in and being able to play relatively quickly and not having to wait. How is the player base from the game actually launching to now? Like, are you seeing numbers grow? Are you seeing sustainable numbers? You know, do you think these updates and stuff are helping that?
Yeah, it has been sustainable and it's been pretty healthy. Of course, we're learning what works and doesn't work, right? Like, you know, one thing that we learned from season 2 is the big environment update is, you know, people really love that, right? So hopefully in future seasons we'll bring as big of a change as that, right? Season 1, it was kind of small, but like now with the whole frontier changing, people like Population 1 is really, you know, got a lot of feedback from that. So we'll keep doing that in the future. That's
awesome. So I did have somebody ask how come season 2 is shorter than season 1. Was there a reason that you guys decided to make that the new season shorter than the original, the first one?
Instead of like the standard, 3 months, I think typically, right?
Yeah. See, so season 2 is only 2 months, where it's usually 3 months long.
It should be it's 10 weeks again. It's the same amount of time, but there might be a little bit, you know, we might be changing the gaps between the seasons. For multiple reasons, like if it's, you know, marketing or depending on how many, you know, seasons we want to fit in the year. We're just figuring out what works for us. And it is a lot of time for us to turn over these seasons. So we want to make sure we give the right amount of time to them.
Yeah. Absolutely. So how far in advance are you working on these seasons and these updates, if you can talk about that? Like, I mean, as far as, are you already working on the next season updates? And I mean, I'm sure some things you can't answer, but how far in the future do you technically work a lot of times?
Go ahead. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I mean, we are working on the next season. We can't specifically say what exactly clearly we're gonna do, but we are always looking forward and making sure that our current season is running smoothly, making sure everyone's happy and being able to play our current game, and then of course looking to the future and seeing how we can make people excited and continue this momentum of just like, I don't know about you, but when I saw the Frontier for the first time, like I was actually really taken aback because I was there for the mid-season event for season 1, and it was great to see like, oh cool, the map has changed. When you first pull up that map, you're like, oh my god, what is this?
Yep.
And when you actually go in there, like, I clearly you can't really get lost, but I definitely was like, wait, where am I?
Yeah.
Which part of the town am I in? Like, I need to really learn what's going on and like what are the best places to hide. Definitely.
Right.
I think that's the best thing for me is just the map changes, the constant map changes, change the play of the game, change the style of the game. The flow, you're used to working your way through an area in a certain pace or a way, and now it's totally changed.
Even a
I
path.
love that.
You're used to taking certain paths to move through areas, and those change when the map changes. So I did want to thank you for the super chats that came in real quick.
Yeah.
Susan Cottrell with a $25 super chat said, "Good morning, everyone. Thank you." And Mash Daddy Cool VR, thank you for that super chat. He said, "Morning, guys. Sophia and BigBox are the best." So
Mash Daddy
you definitely have some fans.
Group.
Yeah, you definitely have some fans out there for sure. So, well, I was about to ask something. So one thing I guess that I should ask, because this is, we put out something on our Discords, people were asking some questions, and this is probably one of the biggest questions we get asked all the time, is about solos. There's a lot of people that really want a solo mode. Is there anything you can tell us about what you think about solo modes or future anything about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say it's not off limits in the future, but we don't have current plans to have solos. There's a lot of other game modes that interest us, and we can only have so many game modes at a time.
Right.
Sure.
Are you concerned with like fragmenting the player base? Because like we talked about before, VR is still relatively small. There's only so many players available for, multiplayer games. So are you worried about having too many game modes where it splits up everybody so much and then you have a hard time filling up lobbies?
Well, I mean, that's what excites us about the custom rooms, right? Is that we can have as many modes as we want. It's just they have to be in custom rooms, right? And you can get together your 24 or 23 friends, and you can run your own 24-person lobby with any crazy number of modes that you want.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and sorry, I was going to say the reason why we push to say like, yeah, it's there. It's just in custom rooms because like a really big part of Population 1 that's important to us is the fact that it's a social game, right? We don't want people to be in a silo. Like the fun thing about the custom rooms is that you go in and you can put on solos, but you can have like proximity.
Right.
So if you hear somebody just like, crawling there and they make a noise and they actually say something like, "Oh, I hear you," you're like, "Oh,
yeah,
it's on." But that doesn't happen in normal lobbies because that's not a normal mode for solos.
Yeah.
And so being able to hang out with people is our priority.
Yeah, I do recommend for people that haven't checked out the custom lobbies to definitely check that out because it is so much fun. Me and Tyler were playing that last weekend with some people from the Discord, and we set it up to duels. It was basically two people, teams of two, and we set it to where the zone moves crazy fast. So you had to push. Yeah, you had to constantly push the whole time. It just totally changed up how the game played as playing it, normal. So it was a ton of fun. So I definitely recommend going in there and trying some of that out. Jay Ham, one of our buddies, and he's actually got a team now that he is going to be playing in the Invitational, the next one, right, Tyler?
Yep. Yeah, Launch is the name of the team.
Yeah. So looking forward to that. But he was asking about possibly doing something for to be, instead of having it in actual solos mode, like if you go into the game and you want to set it to where to not fill your team. Like say it was just me and Tyler and we wanted to run two of us against everybody else, the teams of three, to be able to have a mode to stop it. Or if you wanted to play by yourself, to have the option to just not fill your own squad, which wouldn't necessarily make two different game modes, you know what I mean? So it'd still be the same game and the lobby would be full, but because some people just don't want to be social, you know what I mean? Like we do run into that. Like even when me and Tyler play and we don't have a third and we have like randoms coming on, there's a lot of people that, I mean, you can hear their mic, you can hear their background, but they won't talk to you. You know what I mean? Like they won't communicate at all because they don't want to, and that's okay. But for some people, I think maybe some kind of option like that would be maybe something that would be useful to some people, I think, possibly.
Yeah, we enjoy actually when we don't get a third.
Yeah, sometimes we get excited. We're like, oh, we didn't get a third. It's just us. You know what I mean? Which is a disadvantage at times, but it's still, it can be fun. So
yeah.
I mean that is something that we've talked about in the past. It is obviously it's tech to have that happen, and it would be something for the more advanced users. But maybe in the future that's something we can talk about. But we don't have it on the plate for right now.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I think that. Yeah, I mean, I know that you guys are always busy, constantly adding things. So, I mean, really for us on the outside, like we never know what we're going to see next. I mean, so that's part of the excitement is that there is always changing. There's new things coming. And I think that's what sets Population 1 apart from a lot of other games because the updates you guys push out are a lot more frequent than other games that we often play. You maybe get a couple here and there updates that are significant, but man, Population 1 is on fire.
The one I saw a lot of people just talking about too were, the inventories and stuff and how now you have 6 health, 6 shields in the cans, and 3 of the shakers and all that stuff. And was that changed because of the higher player base, or is it done just to change, the pace of the game and to help people live longer?
Yeah, I mean, we're always finding the weak points in the game, right? One of the issues was you could never carry shield with you, and so we added the shield sodas. But the issue with the shield sodas is you could just heal too easily. So we added the shield shakers, which is,
I love those.
It gives a little bit of a fun hand gesture. It is pretty fun in VR, and it is. I'm afraid for people who are watching me, but it is fun in VR, and then it also gives that timer, right? That you have in more traditional pancake games, right, where you have to wait 10 seconds to heal or whatever it is.
And the audio cue too. Then people can hear it, hear you doing that too, and I think that's huge.
Yeah, that's big time.
Us.
Yeah. And sometimes it's funny because like we were just playing yesterday and you get in the habit of grabbing that shaker cup and shaking it while I was like under pressure getting shot and I was shaking my soda can. And I was like, what is going on? Like I forgot. Like crap, that's a soda can, not a shield. But under stress, everything changes. You know what I mean?
It does.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
I know the other inventory one too we were talking about the last time we played was reorganizing your inventory. Have you guys dabbled with that at all? Like a drag and drop or anything like that for swapping things so that, you could always put your guns in a certain place that you like or anything?
No, I mean, that is definitely one of the top 5 requested features. So I'm sure that we will be adding that at some point. It's just a matter of time.
That's awesome. That's good to hear because I know it is. It's hard for me, when I always have to like do that extra second or two to find where I have that in my inventory. And yes, you can drop everything and repick it back up in an order and stuff, but it's just, the time it takes the running through the game, and there's no extra time.
We're players just like you. So when I'm hot dropped and I'm trying to sort my inventory and I'm under fire and I'm dropping my AK on the ground to put it in the first slot, it is a mess. So, in the future, we definitely want to have it so you can sort things for sure.
Oh, that's good news.
The one thing I didn't realize you could do too is when we were playing, I'm sorry, Sean, is you start with a knife, right? And we hot dropped the last game or two. And we were playing with J-Ham and he was knifing somebody. He jumped off right behind him, was knifing him in the air and killed him. And I'm like, I've never seen that happen. That's pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
It's crazy the stuff you can do.
Was that a concern you guys had building the game originally? Because especially me and Tyler have been around for the early days of VR, and a lot of teams play it very safe when it comes to locomotion, to flying around, and that was something that we always kind of complained about because obviously, some people have motion sickness and stuff, but that was never something that we suffered with. And we were like, man, we want to push the limits of VR. We want to jump into VR and do things that we can't do in real life. So, playtesting the early days of Population 1 and being able to just jump off of everything and spread your arms and fly, which is a horrible habit I have now because I do that in every game that I jump off of something. And I'm like, wait, this doesn't work in this game. So, but was that a concern you guys had as far as creating this game with some potential of some extreme movements? What were you guys' thought around that when you were building it?
I mean, we also want to be accessible too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is the one thing that we're happy with about Population 1 is that you can play seated, you can play standing. They both seem to work really well. We've gotten lots of feedback on that. But you're right. I mean, being able to fly anywhere and climb anywhere, it can be totally game breaking. Like we have a giant tower in the middle of the map where you can climb all the way to the top of it, and then you find out there's nothing up there.
I think everybody's done that at some point in time.
What, Christmas tree? Wasn't there a Christmas tree up there? Christmas?
There was, and now there's an explosive.
I was gonna say there's a barrel up there because I recently
right.
Me and you jumped up there when we went into the custom lobbies because we were trying to find everybody. So but. Yeah. So, awesome. But I do love the fact that you can just climb anything. And you guys have probably done the best job at climbing as compared to almost any other game because the grab zones, some games it's hard to climb fast because the grab zones aren't exactly where, your hand isn't exactly placed where it needs to be to grab on. This, I mean, you can just fly and climb up stuff so fast, which is, I love it.
I know. There's some really good questions in chat, so I just want to grab a couple of these.
Yeah, grab some of those.
Paradise Decay asked, how are they addressing OP players, good players, and noobs coming into the game? How are you guys? Have you guys thought about balancing that at all? Or because noobs come in and they get frustrated, maybe they're just getting killed all the time. Have you thought about switching lobbies or ranking lobbies and stuff like that at all?
Yeah, so we're always tuning the matchmaking. We have lots of knobs in the background. It doesn't require an update for us to do this. It's all a balance thing, and it is all a player-based thing, right? I mean, in different hours of the day, there's different numbers of players in population 1, so you might have different experiences with that. Also on the weekend, so there is it's not an easy problem to solve, especially in VR with the player base as it is, but where it's growing more and more, so it's only going to get better, hopefully.
Yeah.
One
thing.
Go ahead. I think that like the new players coming in, we always get paired up with a noob a lot of times. I actually enjoy it, like teaching somebody, and it's amazing how many times that person is in and they're like, this is the first game I've played.
Yeah, I hear that all
they're
the time.
buying this headset to play Population 1. And we've always said, we need console sellers. We need headset sellers. And I feel like this is one of those games that people see, watch, and want to play and live in. And we see it all the time, teaching people. And I enjoy it. I actually like helping people learn. I don't get super frustrated. Some people that are competitive might, but we're just not those kinds of players, I guess. So.
Yeah,
actually, that is a great point, though. I just want to quickly add on to that. Sorry, Sean.
Yeah,
it's just, I mean, like that is a reason why the no-fill option might not be a good solution, right? Because you have, these great players that jump in there, and yeah, I get they don't want to be social, but they have the chance to, maybe get a noob their first victory.
Yeah.
And
we've had that happen too.
Actually.
They get so excited, the first game ever, and they got to win, and they love it, which is awesome. One thing that I do recommend, if anybody's watching this that hasn't played Population 1 and you're thinking about picking it up, is when you go into the game, what are you pointing at?
Down in the description, sign up. There's a free.
Oh yeah, there is a giveaway going on in the description for Population 1 code, as well as Carve. There's a Carve one there too. But if you haven't played this game and you're picking this up for the first time and you want to go in and play, I really recommend to go into bot battles, because you can go into bot battles and you can totally learn how the game plays, how the guns work, the mechanics, the map sum, because it's going to give you a lot better feeling of the game. And then as you start to get a little bit better, play that a couple times, you jump in with other people, and you at least have a little bit better idea of what's going on. And honestly, if you turn the bots, the hard all the way up, like the difficulty level, it can still be pretty challenging. So it's a good way, I think, to get some practice and learn the game if you haven't played before. But yeah, just my 2 cents.
No, I agree. I think I actually enjoy the bot battles. Like when I try and teach somebody or go in with them, that's hands down where I go. It's for us. It doesn't fit our bill of what we like to play, but
yeah,
it's and I think that's the other issue maybe with people wanting solos is they want to be able to play this more like a single player game, like not have to rely on teammates to play it, because it is a true multiplayer game. I mean, it's a social game. And there's people that aren't that way. There's people that just want to play by themselves. They don't want to socialize, don't want to talk to people. And I think that's where you get those people wanting the solos, would be my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't spoil anything for the future, but we definitely want more modes that are, one-off modes that you can maybe do by yourself, or like, I think that you guys hit it on. Like, we wouldn't have that bot battle mode if people didn't use it. Like, people do use it, even though it is just it's a one-off mode, and it's not quite as exciting as squads, but it does have a purpose for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So another question we had on the Discord, the game has gone through quite a few changes very quickly. What are some of the challenges the team is facing, and how are they managing them? That is it. Sorry.
The challenges. Like any challenge in general?
Yeah, I think they just mean like as far as because you guys do add so many updates so frequently, what are some of the challenges with constantly trying to push out these updates and new content and all of that?
Yeah, I mean, our studio size is really small, and we are growing our studio slowly here, so we can be hopefully working on new features at the same time as working on the current season. And it's just as VR grows and Population 1 is doing really well right now, we hope to keep growing the team, and we can do even more things, right?
Yeah,
it's just a matter of time.
How many people are on the team altogether?
We have 35 now.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's cool. Well, as I'm watching this B-roll run up here, I'm gonna have to say, when I went into the playtest for the first time for season 2, I walked up to the saloon part, and I swore I was in Westworld.
I know what you're gonna say.
Like I walked up to it, and I'm like, look, the bar is there, the piano's playing, and if you ever watch Westworld, you would swear that's what it was. Like, to me, it was great. It was a cool feeling. And it was awesome to see.
Was there any? Was anything kind of taken from like?
Inspired?
Are you inspired by Westworld at all? Or is that just random?
It's funny that people mention that, because like not even just the season, but like the idea of Population 1 was kind of originated from Westworld, right? Because it's like you go into this universe, it's a different world, you're in the headset and you're playing this game, right? And that's kind of that's one of the ideas of Population 1. So this is just this next step of Frontier World totally just falls in line with that, basically.
Yeah.
Awesome. I have a really good question real quick from Jedi Chica as well on the Discord. She said, why won't the team admit Pop Chicken drive-through sign talks?
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I love it. I love it.
What is there to admit? I don't understand.
Somebody put that in there.
Hidden Easter eggs. There may be Easter eggs in Pop 1. You never know. You never know what you might find. You never know. I love it.
Yeah, no, we it could be in there. We don't know.
Yep.
Maybe.
Sure.
You never know what could happen in the world of Population 1, honestly.
Oh, gosh, I know.
So Claudio Lilo, if I'm saying that right, said, game sounds wicked. Future birthday present for myself. So awesome.
100%.
Yeah, and sign up in the Discord. Maybe you might win that as a birthday present. That'd be awesome. So definitely
such a
check
good
that
game.
out.
I can't recommend it enough to people.
Yeah.
I just talked to somebody this week actually, and they said that they had it, but they just weren't good enough. They felt like they weren't good enough to play it and stuff. And I'm like, look, you just need to practice. He's like, I can't get a win. I can't. Yeah, I'm like, just play with people. If you meet somebody, you have the same play style, fist bump them, friend them in game and stuff, and keep playing with them, man. Like, it's just, you really just have to practice, just like anything else. And I cannot recommend this game enough.
Yep.
I really can't.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that. Oh, sorry, Sean.
No, you guys are more important than me. Trust me.
I mean, I feel that all the time, even at BigBox, right? Like we have, as you mentioned, like we play in our early access playtest. We play the game just like on our off time, and we also play internally to play test all the cool stuff that we're adding, right? And of course, Caden's been around longer and he plays the game a lot, so he's on. I'll say this: he's on the higher tier of our company, and I am not. So definitely appreciate when I'm on the team of somebody who can definitely like help me out, especially on the early days. Now I'm getting in my stride, getting a few kills here and there. It feels very satisfying, and definitely like. I see Sky Candy's in the chat. She's carried me multiple times when we play together. So I definitely appreciate those who are kind. And you mentioned it before. The community is very kind. Yeah. Like, I play this in my free time because I really genuinely enjoy the game and genuinely enjoy our community. Like, I've been in games for a bit, and sometimes communities don't, welcome new people very much. And I have felt the warmth, the kindness, the love from the Pop 1 community, and it's been really, really fun.
That's awesome. And Sky Candy, she was the one that just sent a super chat, $25 super chat. Thank you for that. She said Kitty is the best with all hearts. Good stuff. So I do want to get into team deathmatch stuff. So let's get into that right after this commercial from. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have any commercials. But so give us some details about deathmatch, because that is one mode. Because honestly, a lot of people, when Population 1 first came out, I'm talking when it first dropped, some people were making comments like, we hate battle royale games, and they're comparing this to flat games, the what's that, Fortnite, stuff like that. They're comparing it, and I would always tell them, you have to try it, because in VR, a battle royale is not anything like what you play on a flat screen. It is so much fun. You got to try it. You're going to love it. But there are a lot of fans of Team Deathmatch, myself included. I like Team Deathmatch a lot. We've played a lot of games Team Deathmatch. So give us some details and some rundown on Team Deathmatch.
Yeah, sure. So we are now officially announcing it right here, right now. Team Deathmatch will drop on June 3rd, so that is next Thursday.
Nice.
Noon. So we're super, super excited. Like, we've been playing this a ton at BigBox, and we actually have another playtest that's coming up this weekend. So if people haven't already signed up, please do. It's in our Discord chat. Please sign up, and you can get in there and experience this yourself before it actually comes out. And again, we love and appreciate feedback. Like, the more you can, please.
Yeah, feedback is always great, for sure.
Yes.
We're constantly listening.
Cautious Ramen, cheers for the super chats.
2 super chats coming through. Thank you for that. Yeah.
So my question is, I guess with Team Deathmatch, is it going to be like close zones? Like, can you change? Are the areas going to be smaller? I'm hoping, right? I see a head nod, so I'm excited.
Yep.
Well, I don't know, Sophie. Do you want to take that question, or I can dive into it too?
it'd be really intense to have that sort of map of like the giant pop one map. We are there are sections that are going to be closed off, and we'll have like, you'll just see the zone will constantly be there. It will not shrink. It is a constant piece, and it's for that, like you are dropping, you are going, like it is on fast.
That's awesome.
Totally.
Yeah, so no drop pods in this mode. You just start already in this square, and it's in limited areas around the map, right? Like say Frontier, right? It's just in the town of the Frontier, and you're duking it out in that area for a certain amount of time, basically.
About 15-minute rounds, and then some others like the tower as well, just to keep it nice and tight, and definitely want to make sure that people feel like that constant action. And I guess if it's cool, I'd like to just talk about like why it kind of came about. Yeah. Because we were talking to the producer about this yesterday, just being like, hey, tell us some good stuff about this. And he mentioned specifically that like the reason that this was prioritized and came out, like is coming out now, which by the way, I also want to mention, it is a limited time event. It will only be around from June 3rd to June 14th. So and after this, we will have the post that will give all the details that we've talked about. But yeah, people, if you drop into a public lobby, you're going to see everyone's going to be like, let's hot drop, let's go. Like, we want action right now. Let's, it's time to fight. And that is especially like a really big part of why we really wanted this, because there are people who they just want to get into the thick of it. And it's funny, we've been talking about practicing. For someone who is very still new and not the best, I definitely, thanks to the Matadors being in the game and Team Deathmatch, I feel so powerful. Like the recklessness is not as unforgiving. So I can definitely rack up some kills and be like, oh yeah, I am not being carried this time. This feels good.
Yeah, and that's also going to be good practice. Yeah, like Tyler just said, good for practice, because you automatically respawn. You know what I mean? So you can, like you said, you can be more reckless. You can try new strategies. You can try out new guns that maybe you don't want to run in Battle Royale because you're not used to that gun. You stick with what and stuff like that. So I think it'll be very interesting. So the way this is going to work, it's going to be 2 teams of 12, correct? And then it's actually 6v6. So it's smaller for the smaller zone. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay, awesome. And then as far as the weapons work, are you going to, because we haven't played the team deathmatch, even though there was a play test this past week, we didn't make it into that. So we haven't played the official team deathmatch play test yet. So is there going to be loadouts that you have, or is it still going to be scavenge for a gun right off the bat and see what you can find? Yeah, so it is scavenge for a gun. And one thing I will mention is this is our first iteration of Team Deathmatch, just like War Mode. There might be a super advanced, Team Deathmatch in the future. Who knows? But this is our first iteration, and we want to work with the community to figure out, what is the best version of this. But right now, yes, you do loot for the guns, and then, you go in for the fight or whatever, and you die, and then 5 seconds later, you're back into the game again, looting for guns and fighting again. Awesome. So after this team deathmatch has, and what'd you say the end date was? The 14th. 14. So after that, will these options be added back into private lobbies then? Like if we wanted to run a private lobby in it, maybe not. Absolutely, yeah. So the way it'll work is that it will turn off immediately on the public lobby, and it'll pop up in the custom rooms. That's awesome. Immediately. So then that's when you can actually ramp up the team sizes, and that's play around with it. Absolute chaos. Yeah. We love to host some playtime with our Discord and our community and stuff. So that's awesome to hear, because we can get more people in. Get crazy with it. And I mean, even like I know in one of the play tests we were in before season 2 came out, I know we went into a custom lobby and people were wanting to do like pistols only and like all this different stuff. So there's so many options and things that you can do that really, if you want to get crazy, you can get crazy for sure. Yeah, ton of fun. Man, I can't wait to see the map size too. I'm glad it's small. I'm so glad. And that's going to change all the time, map right? In itself, but yeah. Will it be random maps then when you go into random sections? I'm assuming. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So for the match made mode, it will be random. It'll randomly select, but obviously when you do it in a custom room, you can pick whatever you want to do. So when you're in team deathmatch and it's in a certain zone that the team deathmatch takes place, is there going to be a walled off section that you can't get out of? Or are you still able to go out of that section and then you start taking damage like you would from the wall moving in?
Yeah, the zone does encapsulate the area. So if you go outside, you start taking like 10 damage per second. So you're dead pretty much instantly. You don't want to go outside the zone.
Nice. I gotcha.
Sure.
I gotcha. Yeah.
So with the matchmaking part of it being 6v6, how are teams going to work? If I want to play with Sean and some other friends and get 6 of us on a team, is that possible in the matchmaking setup coming up, or is it still groups of 3 going into it?
Yeah, it's still groups of 3. So you'll group up as 3, and then you'll just be matched with another group of 3, essentially.
Sure. Yep.
Awesome.
Nice. That's cool.
That's good. Man, I can't wait. I know I can't wait. We got the playtest is today.
It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay, I got to put that on my calendar.
Yep. And I think Gaming Science Teacher posted the link to your Discord in there as well. If somebody does want to go and try and sign up for that, which thank you for that.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
And what is the best place for people to give feedback? Ideas for the games or anything like that. Is the Discord community the best place for people to do that, to reach out?
Yeah. So Discord, we do read through all the comments, but obviously we don't have time to respond to them, all of them. But please, post in Discord for sure.
Awesome.
And if you participate in the playtest, definitely let us know when you're in there. We're having these for a reason. We definitely want people to tell us, these parts feel really, really good, and these parts could use a little TLC.
Yeah, and I mean that's part of the reason for the playtest is to figure out what things work, what doesn't, bugs, to squash those bugs before it goes out to the public, so that that's really what they're there for, is the help from the community. And it's awesome that you guys are doing that, because some games don't do that, and then you get a lot more complaints because why didn't you ask the community? This doesn't work right. You know what I mean? It's definitely I think an awesome thing to involve the community in what you're doing, for sure.
Yeah. I'm really interested. Every time we see one of these updates or, leaks and stuff on Twitter and everything about future updates, we always try and decipher the storyline or see where this is all going, because at first we wondered what the cubes were. Then it was the tower stuff and getting in the tower. So we always keep getting lead on to the next thing. Are we going to see more stuff? I mean, along a storyline with the tower and stuff? And reasons behind that, or are we just going to see different map updates? As we've seen a Western update. So will the next one be themed that way, or are we going to see more storyline stuff?
There is a lore that runs deep into Population 1, but you guys just have to figure it out. You have to find it yourself.
All right.
I love that. I love the teasers and the Easter eggs and hints
exactly.
of what's to come. Anytime people do that, I absolutely love it. I did have a good question I wanted to ask. I almost forgot about, was from Purple Mikey, and he asked about possible crossover skins, because skins and stuff are a pretty big thing in Population 1. Getting skins, unlocking skins, buying skins, whatever it may be. He asked about maybe crossovers from other games. Bringing other games and working with some other studios, because he said he's talked to other studios and they would definitely be interested in that kind of stuff. So bringing skins from another game into Population 1 that you could wear that skin in game, is that something that could potentially happen or that you guys have considered?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, we would love that. It's just about what we can and can't get in and stuff like that. But we are open to working with people, absolutely. Like we've mentioned, the VR community, just the developers who are in here have been, again, super kind every time I've spoken to them. It's a very, very nice place to be with developers who are very open and really nice. So it's, it's just more of a matter of if it makes sense, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be cool, though. I think that'd be cool to be able to play it as a character skin from one of your other favorite games, VR game, flat game, whatever it may be. I think that would be pretty cool.
Rendered reality rattle can that we can spray on buildings and stuff.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Graffiti.
I wouldn't ever get any kills. I'd just be tagging everything.
That's probably true.
You'll just be getting killed tagging your own stuff.
That's pretty much. Pretty much.
Spray painting the world. Right?
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's probably about all. Let's see. Oh, one more question I see from Arthur Knox coming through as a super chat. Is there going to be a campaign mode ever or something like that? My guess would be no. I'm going to go out and answer that.
My guess would be it's Population 1. You never know. They can
right. But,
you never know what they're going to do.
Throw something at you, right? But I'll let you guys give a quick stab at it if you can.
We don't have any intention of doing a campaign mode at the moment. Population 1 is a multiplayer game, but I mean, who knows?
Living,
In
breathing
the future.
world.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're always doing new stuff, so who knows?
Yeah,
exactly.
Population 1 is still relatively young. It's not that old of a game, so it is forever evolving. And as much as it's evolved since it's launched, I mean, who knows what's going to happen in another year or two. And good.
I'm dreaming of some underground caves and stuff. Some underground passages. That's my dream.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it is.
There's a group of people who want caves in Population 1. I don't know why. I can't imagine the combat in a cave would be fun, but I mean, if you want to crawl around like Mole Man, I get it.
It's the sneaking around people and trying to get around things, and
the flanking,
being worried that somebody's going to come around. Yeah, it's always that nervousness that I love. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
But I love it.
Jayham said he wants some rendered reality spray cans in there. Some creator sprays would be pretty cool. I'm totally down for
creator
that.
sprays would be cool.
Yeah.
Definitely
awesome.
We're definitely thinking about ways to make sure that the community feels more ingrained in the game, and again, that's something that we've had on our mind. Like I do want to mention that it's just about there's a lot of fun, not fun legal parts to that, and so that requires a lot of time. And but we love that idea. Like don't get us wrong.
I mean, if you want to put a rendered reality coffee mug in there for health boost, you know what I mean, make you invincible, I won't be upset.
I mean, you've seen the It's Coffee calling card, right?
Yeah, we talked about that instantly when we saw that. We're like, oh man, that calling card is awesome. Yeah, we definitely saw that. And Caution Ramen said, new top player skin, please. I think he means like some more options for the top player instead of maybe the gold jacket is what I'm thinking maybe. So.
Could. Yep.
Everybody fears a little when they see the gold jackets. I mean, you hear people say, "Oh crap, there's gold jackets in here," you know. So it is a thing.
Yep.
For sure.
I think that's all the questions that I got left.
Yeah. Anything else you guys would like to add or share, or anything?
Yeah.
Anything you'd like to say?
You guys got anything juicy for us? Anything Pop One related that?
I mean, I'd like to say, season 2 is still super fresh. So clearly we've got Team Deathmatch coming up. We've got some other stuff coming up this season too, but this season 2 too. We definitely have things that are coming. It's just that we want to make sure that's all nice and polished first before we have those updates. But like I said, it's a season, so there's going to be more things coming. That is the Pop One way I have learned and very much enjoy. But yeah, so we hope to see you either in the playtest tomorrow. If not, Team Deathmatch is coming up super, super soon. And as we do, we've got other good stuff coming up this season, which we're super excited about. I did want to ask you guys a question of what your favorite part about season 2 has been so far.
Oh man, favorite part? There's so much good stuff between the matadors, the harmonica, the shaker cups, the new part of the map. I mean, I love the matadors. I love the shaker cups.
I think what I like and don't like is the amount of inventory slots, using, the multiple cans and stuff. And I feel like I really have to worry about what I carry and don't carry because there's a balance. You can carry, 6 cans over 3 shakers and one takes more time. So I feel like the diversity of that stuff really makes me think about, my play style. And other people's play style. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And worrying about, how many they have and stuff and how long can they live if me, Sacco rips all day, but yet they keep healing, So it's like, oh man, so.
Or just making it rain with grenades, having nothing but grenades and you're just making it rain. That's fun too.
Don't give away my secret.
We have someone, I still don't know who it is at BigBox, who just has a bunch of zone grenades on them all the time. And then they wait until they know that someone's cornered and then just literally bomb them with zone grenades.
It's awesome.
That's my strategy lately is with grenades. I carry, I think, 4 regular grenades, and I at least get 1 kill or so per game now of grenades because I just, again, rain grenades on people.
That's the great thing. So many different ways to play.
Boxed in. Yeah. It's so good.
So many different play styles, so many different ways to play. But yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of season 2. I think just the map updates as well as the new guns, really changing the play style, even the explosive barrels, all of those things add their own unique little thing into the game that can really change the way the gameplay folds out. I mean, it just changes so many things up. I'm a big fan. I mean, we talk about Population 1 a lot. Sometimes people probably get sick of hearing us talk about Population 1, but we are big fans.
Yeah. and Jayham makes a comment about the reloads and stuff, and wish they were more consistent with index controllers. But it makes me think of, I like the diversity now in the reloads, with the, different guns and stuff. It's not just one reload mechanism,
they're
for
all different.
So they're all different. Yeah, exactly. And I don't like the new run speed with the op. Drives me nuts.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Well, I love it, but it's needed, but drives me nuts. Anyway, well, we really do appreciate, all the hard work you guys put into it, into the community and stuff, into the game. We really appreciate you guys coming on here,
sure.
and Team Deathmatch. I can't freaking wait. Yep. It's awesome.
For sure.
Yep. Yeah, let me know
it's
when
been
you guys
awesome.
want to play. I'm down.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
For sure, definitely. So, I mean, if anybody is watching that isn't part of their Discord or our Discord, make sure you jump on those, because if you're looking for somebody to play with, some people to jump on with, it's a great community. Usually, somebody is always looking to play. So, drop something in there, and somebody will definitely be looking to play with you. So, but
seriously.
Awesome. Well, keep us updated on future updates, and if you guys ever want to come back on, you're more than welcome. You have our contact stuff. Let us know. We would be glad to have you guys anytime. So.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for having
Thank
us.
you. It's been awesome.
Yeah, appreciate it for sure.
Pleasure, guys.
Yep.
Good talking to you. We'll catch you later.
Definitely.
See ya.
See you guys.
Bye.
Oh man, we got some super chats coming through. Let me try to catch up with some of these. Let me scroll up here. We got that one. Oh, Tyler changed. His size changed because they left. Let me resize him real quick. After they left, he okay. Awesome. But so we got Big Show coming through with the super chat saying, drinking some Black Rifle Coffee Freedom Fuel today. That is good stuff. I like Black Rifle Coffee Company. Dark Roast, love the show.
Yes.
Can't wait for Onward 2. There has been some, Mark Zuckerberg made a mention of Onward 2. They did recently buy Downpour Interactive, so that is something that we could see happen. Who knows? Onward 2. I don't know. I feel like they just need to keep adding to the first one and make it better, but I'm down for an Onward 2. Arthur Knox said, can we get 9-person zombie survival for Halloween? That would be really cool in Population 1. So, and then BigBox again with another one said, I have 300 hours in Population 1. So I haven't checked mine, but bad thing is we play across multiple things. We play on Steam, we play on Quest, we play on Rift, so our Oculus PC, but yeah. So awesome team at Big Box. Love them. Thanks to them for coming on. No. We do have some other things that came out this week. Let me give away some codes, because we didn't give anything away on while they were on. We do have the 2 Gleam giveaways going on for Carve Snowboarding on the Quest, and as well as Population 1 Oculus code. So make sure you sign up for that. South Memphis with another super chat says, how's it going? Thank you for that. It's going good. And some of the big things that happened this week that released were Carve Snowboarding and ForeVR Bowling. Why don't you talk a little bit about Carve Snowboarding, what you think about it? Because me and you haven't actually talked about the game between the two of us yet.
I will just say everything inside of it is like, it feels real to me, like the audio cues, the snow movement, the feel of it. Like I get all those the dog.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
No, honestly, in the cabin, the wood. You can throw wood on the fire.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Awesome touch.
Man, I gotta go back in now.
Great touch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the feels of it and like the sound cues and the feeling of speed, you know what I mean? Like,
it does
feel
give you
like
that
you're
feeling.
starting slow and you want to get going, but that's how it really is,
Yeah.
The only thing that I kept doing, because in snowboarding, to really carve on your edge, you lean forward. So I was always trying to lean forward because that's what I normally do snowboarding. So.
Well, I thought leaning forward would actually make you go faster, but it doesn't seem to do that in game. When I tried it, it didn't seem to make me go faster when you lean forward. I feel like it should, but I don't know. But that's not a direction they chose. But it is a fun game, and I know you're actually a real life snowboarder. You've done a lot of snowboarding throughout your life.
Yes.
So how do you think this compares, in a sense, to real snowboarding? Is this something that a professional snowboarder would enjoy playing in VR?
I think it is. I think it's it's not a sim snowboarder. It's more of an arcade, snowboarding or skiing game. But those are just sit those there. Just sit those there.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Just sit those there. Just ignore those things.
Okay.
So and it's not a sim snowboarder, but it gives you the same feelings of it. So that's what I mean, like those audio cues or the snow getting pushed out after riding over it.
Yeah. Did when you wreck and you get the snow on your lenses, you can wipe it off? I didn't realize that. Somebody left a comment in the video and told me that. I was like, oh, thanks for that. I had no idea.
Oh, you wipe it off?
Yeah, you can wipe it off. Like it'll disappear on its own, but you can actually wipe it to get it to go away quicker, which is pretty cool. But Yeah, I mean,
so
go ahead.
I think it's done very well. I think it's a good balance, because if you go to like a sim style, nobody's going to really enjoy it, or you can't throw somebody in it. So I feel like I could throw anybody in this and they're going to have a good time.
Yeah,
but
it's definitely arcade. It's an arcade style game, but it is fun. It's not easy. How did you feel about that? You're usually better at these games than I am, but I had a hard time getting my scores racked up high enough to really fully like start unlocking a lot of stuff. I haven't played it a whole lot, after it came out, but
I feel like it can be played so many different ways, because to get medals and stuff, you have to beat certain times, which are very hard. But I did like that fact. Then you can go the trick route, to get scores and stuff.
Like the trick route,
or you can go with trying to get, the mixtapes and the different boards and the gear and stuff.
That's true.
So I feel like you can play it so many different ways. And I like the progression with the maps. You're limited to, step through the maps and get medals to go through them, which is great.
But it's not easy, though, do you think? I mean, it's challenging.
It is. I bet.
Yeah.
I like it because you can go not anywhere, because you can't go, extreme off to the sides, but
it's not just
you
one
can
path.
Jump off stuff. Yeah, I mean, you can clear rocks and stuff and jump over them in the middle that you normally maybe couldn't, So I think it's really, really well done. I do. I think it's a good balance of a game. I cannot recommend it enough. I think it's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer for me, but I'm a snowboarder, so I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. I don't know.
Yeah, I know you were super excited. As soon as this got announced, you were like, holy crap, the maker's a 1080. You were super pumped. I think this is definitely more your style game than my style game, but I still enjoy it. I still really like it. And it does kind of remind me of VR Skater in a sense, the control scheme and stuff. VR Skater has way more tricks and stuff you can do, but it's fun. I really like it. Gleam giveaway in the description down below to win a code for this, for the Quest. So make sure you sign up for that. Another one that came out this week was ForeVR Bowling. And this is another arcade style bowling game. The thing I like about this is that it is multiplayer. I wanted to get together with some people last night and play it, but me and my wife watched Blacklist, and so I forgot that was coming on. We ended up watching that, and I didn't play. But I do want to play with the community, get some people set up to have a bowling night. I think that would be a lot of fun. I also picked up Premium Bowling, because on the day this came out, Premium Bowling was on sale for like $15 or whatever it was, and I picked that up as well. So I've played both, and I think they both do different things well. For some reason, I had a little bit easier time in Premium Bowling getting better scores, higher scores. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, you know what I mean? But I think this game is fun. I mean, it's a bowling game. That's what it is. That's all it is. But it definitely brings me back to the days of playing the Wii and the Wii bowling. That's exactly what I felt like when I was doing this.
Sure.
Like, and that was a classic.
I don't know. I absolutely love this too. I can't get enough of it. And the best part for me is I have a 10x10 workout mat down, right? So I can actually like really go down like almost on one knee and like really get into it and stuff. And the music is incredible. I mean,
straight up 90s music,
yeah, 80s, 90s music, which is awesome. And what excited me most, and I sent it to you, but we got talking with everyone before, and I forgot to have you added in, but there's future lanes and stuff coming, and there's one that looks like, I don't know, like a 60s more.
That's cool.
Oh, it looks so good. There's a billboard in the lobby. So if you guys get into it, check them out. There's 2 different ones they have on the boards in there, which are awesome. And I
definitely look forward to the updates that are coming to this. And we need to get a game night going for sure. I do want to get a game night going with everybody for this.
Yep.
There's also
is definitely a relaxing, maybe having an adult beverage and playing some bowling and stuff.
Yeah, just hang out with friends. It's so cool. I mean, that's the power of VR.
Agreed.
I mean, it
reminds me of like Poker Stars, like that same chill level, but still fun and stuff to do and watch. And,
and be competitive. You can still try to beat your friends. You know what I mean? See who gets the higher score. So
absolutely.
Another thing that I played this week was Gun Raiders. I played this with Bill's fan from the Discord. He was talking about this. I was like, I've never tried this. I've heard about it, and I've never actually went in for myself. So I downloaded it. It's free on App Lab, and it's actually a ton of fun. It took me a couple rounds to get the hang of it, but the cool thing about this is that you actually have a dash feature, which you can dash, as you can see me in this, and then you also have a jetpack, so you can actually fly, but this runs off a recharge meter. I think it's the green light at the top. Yeah, so when that runs out, you can't do it. So you have like 2 dashes or some flight time to run around, but I actually had a ton of fun playing this. It's free on App Lab. The only one thing I can say about it is that being a free game, when you go into the lobby, to decide where you want to go in, or if you have a code to hang out with friends, you can hear everybody that's in the lobby. And there's a lot of kids that are like, holy crap, this kid is super annoying, but it is what it is. You know, you can mute people and stuff like that. But I had a ton of fun playing it. And we played a little bit, just us in some private rooms, and then we went in and played with other people here. And this is, I think, my second match actually playing against people, and I actually did really, really good. And I was having a blast playing this. So I definitely recommend checking this out on App Lab. I'm not sure if the link's in the description. We'll have to throw it in there, but it's free. So it's a ton of fun as a multiplayer game for a free game. It's really cool.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's free. I mean, there's no hurt in trying it. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, what games can I get or try? App Lab stuff, man, free.
Yeah.
Same with side quests, a lot of free stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
well worth trying, and this is a great example.
Yeah, for sure. There's so much good stuff on there, and honestly, I can't even keep up with all of it. So when there is something that somebody downloads and just has a blast playing it and thinks it stands out, definitely let us know on the Discord, like Bill's fan did with this, because I probably would have never jumped in here if it wasn't for him being like, hey man, you want to play this? You should check it out. They got jetpacks now. You can fly. Yep. And as soon as he said jetpacks, I was instantly a little bit interested and wanted to check this out. So I had a ton of fun playing it, but there's just so much good stuff. And if you find some gems on App Lab or on SideQuest or whatever, let us know, because there's so many games. It's hard to keep up with everything. But I had a blast. We need to play this together and get a group of people. It's so much fun. It's a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get it, man, there's a bunch of different guns. You know, you got a turret gun, SMGs, assault rifles, all kinds of stuff. A ton of fun. And I think I went like 50 and 12 or something like that on this map. I was just having a blast. I don't know how. I mean, I was just trying to get the headshots, and because the headshots are key, you know, in a lot of games. But man, I just had a ton of fun. So I was glad he shared that with me. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what are you looking at over there? What's on your desk? What is that?
I don't know. What my wife just brought me in this stack of stuff, and I have no idea what it is. And it's like wrapped up.
Right? I know.
What is this from you?
Why would you bring that in? Well, you can leave just the top two. Don't look at the other ones.
Wait,
Don't
what am I doing?
Just the top two.
I'm supposed to open the top two?
Well, yeah, you're going to.
Okay.
So Arthur Knox said, do y'all remember the extreme sports game on PS1 or 2 that you race NPCs? You could hit the NPCs and get an image of that in VR. I don't. Extreme sports game on PlayStation 1. I remember that. Trying to think what that entailed.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't remember that.
I don't remember either.
I had PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. PlayStation 1 was like Gran Turismo all day long. I was playing that like crazy. But let me get this Eagle Flight game off of here. I don't know who got that. But so what am I supposed to do with this stuff? I'm supposed to do something with this?
Sure, the small one. Yeah.
Is this like, it's not my birthday or anything, you know that, right?
So this is not organized through me. This is done through Fluke and whoever's name is on this inside of there, which I'll let you open it.
What? This is so weird. Man. Please be a beard trimming kit. That's what Paradise Decay said.
It might actually be. No, it's not. It should be, but it's not. But this is super, super amazing. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say I already have this on my prestigious shelf of favorite items. But what's that?
So one of my favorite books right here. Honestly, I love this book. But it looks like he signed it.
He did sign it. How about that?
Oh, man. I don't even want to, like, crinkle this. This is like a display piece. I've read the other one twice now. That's my book to read. This is like a display. Well, thank you for... Who all did you say was involved in this?
So Gary sent these, and Fluke got them to us, shipped them over.
Man, that is awesome. Thank you so much.
And got them here, and then I had to get them from Ohio to Virginia. So these have traveled the world, basically. But Gary, I really do appreciate it. These are
that's so cool.
Amazing.
You guys don't even realize how much that means to me. That is like the coolest thing ever.
I'm getting goosebumps already.
I love this book. I mean, I talk about that book all the time. If you haven't, The Memory Engine, it is written by RenderedRealityvr. Is he in here? So
yes, he is definitely in here. And on top of it, the other wrapped one on the bottom, the stack are 3 more for us to give away well, which is super cool.
Sweet.
So we will have some copies of those to hook up with you guys. So if you guys do want to read it, which is super, super awesome.
Yeah, we'll have to set up some giveaways for those. We'll throw in some stickers and stuff with them too. That is awesome. Reckoner said you're welcome. Thank you so much. That is awesome.
I've been so pumped. This has been such a long process of trying to get them down to you and everything. So
that is so cool. You just made my day. So what is this one?
Right? So go ahead and open that one.
This is like Christmas for real. What is going on?
It is, man. It is like Christmas.
This is nuts.
great, man. I love this. I could sit and watch
awesome.
this all day. This is awesome. It is like Christmas.
We should do a Christmas episode where we just like stay an episode.
Oh no.
Oh,
Maybe we
sweet.
haven't.
Ready Player 2. Oh, signed
Right.
copy of this one too? That's what it says on the little sticker.
Oh, there you go. See?
What?
And Fluke organized this one.
How's
as
that
well,
not possible?
So cheers to him for doing all this, man.
Oh,
Yes,
man,
it's
that is
signed
so
copy.
cool.
Yes, so it
Dang.
is a sign by Ernest. It's amazing. We
Holy
really
crap,
appreciate
dude.
it.
That is awesome. These are definitely both going on the VR shelf. Like, I need to like frame
Yes.
these things somehow because I don't want them to
Right.
get messed up. Dang, dude, that is awesome. That is so cool. Well, thank you to
God.
Fluke and to you and the wife, I
Gary.
guess, that set this up, and Gary for signing the book. Man,
Yes.
that is awesome. That is so cool.
Yes, I know.
definitely.
Yeah,
really,
and Gary
really
just
appreciate
said there
that.
hasn't been many that he has signed either.
Oh, man, that's like exclusive.
I know, which is awesome. If you guys want, you can pick up the audio version of the
Yeah.
book as well. If you don't actually physically like reading the book,
Audio
I will
version's
add
great.
those in the description after this
Yeah,
too. I did
I've
not
listened to
add
that
the
as
show, so I don't
well.
want you to see it.
The second time I read it, it was a combination of listening to it and reading it in the car and stuff. So that's I actually started on my trip to Florida for our honeymoon. That was when I first started listening to the book on the airplane. So yeah, that was awesome.
Gaming science teacher said he'll have to sign my phone because it's in the Kindle app. There you
That'd
go.
be sweet. Heck yeah.
Maybe a signed phone case. There
Man,
you go.
that's awesome. That is
Yes,
awesome.
but that is so awesome. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah,
Gary,
we
man.
definitely do. Awesome.
It's amazing.
Well, that was
to
a
have my
surprise.
name
I had no
on the
idea.
book.
I heard the wife come in and she was like trying to hand me something. I'm like, do you not realize we're like live still? Like, what are you doing? Like,
Well, yeah,
but
yeah.
that was cool. So thank you for that. Awesome. That's really made my day for real.
I know, right?
So,
It's
yeah,
amazing. I know.
that is really cool.
I'm pumped. It's literally on my shelf already.
That's cool.
And I'm like, I was just hoping you weren't gonna like show up randomly.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had to hide them in case you. Sean
case-
likes to surprise me, like show up randomly too. So I had to hide them at my own house in fear he could come over. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Gary said, RenderedRealityvr said, thanks again for your support. So yeah, we
No,
definitely
man,
appreciate
thank
it.
you.
And
With
honestly,
all the VR stuff. you do and
yeah,
everything.
we
Yeah,
just
it's
love
awesome.
the book. So I
Yeah.
really love the book, and that's why we talk
Yep.
about it. So if anybody hasn't read it, please pick it up. It's so good.
Yep.
Definitely some twists in that book, and the ending was not at all what I thought it was going to be. But awesome book.
That's how
Awesome
books
book.
should be.
I agree.
Right? I mean,
I
you
agree.
shouldn't know.
Yeah. So real quick before we got to keep the show a little bit short because Tyler is celebrating some stuff this weekend. What you got a busy week? What are all these special things
it's
going on?
It's well here in the States it's Memorial Day. It's my wife's birthday actually on Memorial Day, and then it is our anniversary shortly
Yeah.
after too. So
Yeah.
kind of celebrating a lot of things right
All
now.
together, yeah. So we were trying to keep the show a little shorter today because he's got some plans going on. But yeah, happy birthday to the wife and happy anniversary as well. So that is really cool. And
I'd
what's that?
be watching too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
So Fluke Rogie said that's taken so long to get to Sean. So
Yeah.
things go slow over the pond, that's for sure. But
Crazy.
yeah.
And then trying to get him down to you without having to, I didn't want him to get damaged again and try and reship him, and then they show
Yeah.
up on your porch and you come home before the white. I'm like,
yeah,
that's
cool.
a mess. So,
Yeah, I'm sure that was a nightmare. So one other thing I did want to talk about real quick is that there is a update coming to Contractors, which that is another one of our most favorite games. This game goes back. We've spent so much time in this game. It's seriously one of my most favorite games. So I actually had a chance to play the update last night. I played it with Purple Mikey. We went in there, and this is basically what they are calling a survival mode. So you can go in there multiplayer, and you're battling the AI in waves. There's dogs that have been added that'll attack you, which is pretty cool and kind of a scary sense when you see your screen go a little red like you're getting bit and you hear the dog but you don't know where it is yet. And essentially what you have to do is you have to start from nothing. You start with a pistol and a knife, and you have to get money for getting the kills, and then you move up to upgrade your guns, upgrade your weapons, but they're also in a tree sense. So you can't just pick whatever gun you want. You have to pick the gun that you want to ultimately end up at the gun you want at the end. There's also a ton of perks like headshot damages, pay more. I mean, there's so many perks, all different kind of perks, which is really cool. So this is a pretty big update, and this is...
I think for me in the update is the gun stock calibration is huge. Only having to calibrate your gun stock one time instead of for every individual gun.
Yeah, and I haven't tried that yet. And I want to. So that is what they're calling their universal gun stock calibration option. Player only needs to calibrate one time for all weapons. Normal calibration is still available though. So Traveling Man 3775. Thank you for that $5 super chat. He said Legends. He must be talking about the Population 1 people because I know he's talking or Gary, or Gary and Fluke. That's probably who he's talking about. Yeah, they are the Legends. So yeah, that is a big update coming, as well as B-haptic support. So B-haptic support is coming to Contractors as well, which I haven't got a B-haptics vest yet. Man, I really want one. They're just a lot of money. They did improve some AI behavior, fixed AI perception issues. And this is their new mode, survival mode, like we said. They also had some UI button fixes, a bunch of little performance stuff. But this is pretty fun. We made it to like level 13. I still think the AI could use some improvement. They do get harder as you progress because they get more armor. You know, the armored up level of them goes up. Here's the perks that you see right here. But it's a lot of fun. Curious to see what you guys think of this. This is coming out June 3rd, I believe. So June 3rd, everybody will be able to play this update on Contractors. I was playing on the Quest build right here in this video. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool what they're doing. I like it.
Yeah. I agree. And like we were talking about, they just drop stuff all of a sudden. You know what I mean?
You won't hear anything from them for a long time. Then all of a sudden, boom, big update. So that's just how they work. So,
which is awesome. And Arthur Knox, another super chat, and said, Ready Player 3 collaboration with Memory Engine. I'm just saying, yes.
That would be
if Ernest needs a co-writer, I highly recommend it for the third one. if this finds its way to him. Because
that would be phenomenal.
He's the guy to have, man. Yep.
Yeah, I don't think Gary has any plans as of now to write a Memory Engine 2. But I hope he does someday. I'm definitely hoping for that. I don't know that he will or if he has any plans yet. But if he ever does, we will definitely let you know if he does, because we will for sure be talking about it. But yeah, this Contractors update, fun stuff. Let us know what you think once you do play this on June 3rd. Pretty big update, pretty cool. I think it's pretty fun to play with a friend. And that's what me and Purple Mikey were doing. We had some fun in there together, taking these guys out and working as a team. So good stuff.
Best gun mechanics for a milsim.
It's awesome. Yeah, I love the gun mechanics.
On Quest or on PC, it's gorgeous, on PC. So if you like it on Quest and you have a PC capable, I highly recommend stepping up to it too.
Yeah.
Great game. Yep. Yeah, for sure.
For sure. And you got to buy ammo too. I kept running out of ammo, so I had to keep buying ammo. Especially the first time I tried it. Yeah, I was like, how do I get more ammo? I didn't realize there was a section where you could go buy more ammo because once you run out of ammo, it's not fun. But yeah. Oh yeah, and there is a Contractors tournament today. Skiva just posted at it, which I was supposed to be in, but he picked the one day that I couldn't make it. So but that is a tournament with Cyber Shoes. They're putting on a Cyber Shoes tournament for Contractors, which, man, I definitely want to make the next one for sure. So Skiva, keep me updated on the next one for sure. But yeah, make sure you watch that. That will be live today. They have some prizes that they're giving out to the winners of that. A bunch of different YouTubers and people in the community that are playing in that. So look forward to checking that out. So yeah, awesome stuff. Contractors, love this game. One of my favorites.
Anakaze said Klein wrapped it up at the end of Ready Player 2. Yeah, but I think he talked about doing a pre-Ready Player 1, right? Ready Player 0 or whatever.
Yeah, I think that's what he talked about a while back. Yeah. So, all right.
Yep, there we go. Luke just said the same thing. Next book will be a prequel. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I thought too. So, yep.
I mean, I still think Ready Player 1 was a better book than Ready Player 2 reading it. I loved Ready Player 1. Ready Player 2 was I mean, I got a signed copy though now, so that's pretty sweet. So
exactly.
That is awesome. But I love that. So so cool. But yeah, I think that's about it for this week. I'm so looking forward to Team Deathmatch and Population 1. Big shout out to them that came out. I really appreciate them coming on. It was super awesome to get to talk to them and just break it down. And we'll definitely hopefully have them on again. We do have the Gleam giveaways going on. If you sign up for the Population 1 Gleam giveaway, there is a question in there. We did a question last time for a giveaway, and the question was a lot of fun. We got a lot of really good feedback and stuff through the question that you answer. Yeah, so just fun stuff. It's fun for us to give stuff away. It really is. So,
and honestly, our hearts go out to everybody here, everybody in the community, everybody that subs, watches, the devs and stuff that come on. Fluke, Gary, you guys are amazing. We just love being
awesome.
here. It keeps us coming back for more and keeps us sitting here, man. So keep it up, guys. The devs, everybody, the players. Be nice to somebody in VR. If you're ever in and somebody's new, coming from Fortnite playing Pop 1 and they always come in with attitude, put them in check. Tell them that's not how we operate in VR. That's what I'm like, dude. Who does that? Come on. There's a higher standard in VR.
Yeah, for sure. It really is. Yep.
Right.
Yep. So but we will see you guys in Team Deathmatch. We will be playing that. So excited for that.
Yeah.
And just let us know. Let us know what you're playing this week. And let us know in the comments what you've been enjoying, what you plan to. If you're looking forward to the Population 1 yet, if you haven't even tried Population 1 yet, I'm not sure. I'm sure there's people out there that haven't even played the game yet, which is hard for me to believe because I love it so much. But there's some people that haven't played it. So get out there and play it. And the one thing with VR games, if you see a VR game that you don't think think is going to be a game for you. Just like Demio, I didn't think that was going to be a game for me. I absolutely love it. Just try the game. You got to try it, because in VR, games are so much different than what you're used to playing in flat. It's just a completely different experience. So at least try it out, because there's a lot of good stuff to play right now. So,
yes, sir.
And I think that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah. I think that's everything I got too.
Most of my notes. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's it, man.
Yeah, possibly some Project 4 from Boneworks Quest build. We're going to see something about that coming up pretty soon, which that is one thing I'm crazy excited about. So, yeah.
Yes.
But thank you again, everyone, for being here. We had a blast talking about VR this Saturday morning, like we do every Saturday morning. We always look forward to this. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. And that's it for this one. That's it for this one.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess we will see you back here. See you guys in VR, on the Discord, wherever. And I'm curious to see, what's our ending today? What do we got?
We got some mugshots. So feel free to post your mugshots on our Discord. We love seeing that. It was just mugshots, just your coffee mugs, your VR stuff, whatever it is. So post them up on the Discord. Join the Discord. Great community we have over there. We really love it. So, yeah, and we will see you all next time.
Absolutely. We're out of here, guys.
Pop 1, Team Deathmatch.
Yeah, buddy. Later, guys.
Later.